It's that time of week again where there's a bunch of random stuff to pull, and we're going to be pulling some random stuff today. What's up? I am Felrus, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends. Guys, we have a 2x event on Void Shards. We've got 4 Void Shards here, so we're going to pull those. Hopefully, we can get lucky, grab a Lego. We've got some relic crafting to do as well, so we're going to do that too in today's video. But I really want to stress that if you're low on shards like I am, you probably want to be saving for the fusion. I did a video yesterday where I talked about the fusion, and I think he's going to be super good. Yeah, he has some problems, some anti-synergy in his kit, but I think he's going to be good, and it's a free Void Legendary, so you should definitely pick that up if you need to. I think I'll be fine for the fusion, though, so I'm going to go ahead and pull. You usually use shards these days as a currency rather than as a good shot at getting champions, just because there are so many champions and your chances of getting a good one, or at least one that you need, are so low. So I recommend that you save your shards for this event. If you've already pulled, hopefully you got something incredibly amazing.
You want to know a secret? You can get Corrado for free, as well as Fane, Ugo, and Vergus right now. Here's exactly how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play and uninstall. Use the link in the description below to start a brand new Raid Shadow Legends account. Log in, complete the tutorial, and you'll find Corrado Fox Hunter in your inbox afterwards. As you level up, you'll also get Fane, Ugo, and Vergus. So don't wait. Use that link and start a brand new account right now.
Today we are going to be hunting a Void Legendary. Now, I only have gotten 2 Void Legendaries from a shard. One of them I like, Constantine the Dayborn. He's not bad at all. His A1 has a drop defense, and it hits really hard. It also places an extra hit if the target is under any debuff. One of the hardest hitting A1 skills in the game, actually. I don't mind Constantine at all. His A3 attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit ignores 15% of each target's defense. Each hit will ignore an additional 10% of each target's defense for every leech, decreased defense, and block active skills debuff they are under, which is super cool. If the target is under leech, decreased defense, and block active skills simultaneously, each hit will ignore 75% of their defense instead. It looks like it's built for Arena, but I actually quite like this skill in Hydra. And then the A3, I actually don't like the A3 very much. Attacks one enemy before attacking, steals all buffs from the target, and transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target. Cannot be resisted when Vlad the Nightborn is on the same team. We definitely need to grab Helm Smasher for him. His passive, enemies from the Undead Horde Demon Spawn and Knights Revenant factions killed by this champion cannot be revived. All enemies killed by this champion cannot be revived when Vlad is on the same team. In addition, his decreased defense is irresistible when Vlad is on the same team. I quite like Constantine. He does hit pretty hard, but he is kind of lackluster in comparison to most Void Legendaries. Krutraxa, on the other hand, I don't really like. So I got these guys only a couple shards apart. Quad hitter that ignores 50% of enemy defense. That reads like it should hit hard, and if you have good gear on her, it does. But I don't have that level of gear yet. And then Curse of Writhing attacks one enemy, 75% books to 100% chance of placing a weaken debuff for 2 turns, has a 75% chance of removing 2 random buffs from the target, grants an extra turn. The extra turn is really nice on this skill. And then places a Revive on Death buff on this champion for 2 turns at the beginning of each round, places a Revive on Death buff on this champion for 1 turn when this champion kills an enemy with a critical hit. Does not occur with Spiderlings. She's really good for Fire Knight in Cursed City. She can do some stuff in Arena. Other than that, I think she's kind of meh. Definitely needs a buff in my opinion. But hopefully we can get some new Void Legendaries today. That would be awesome. Hopefully we can grab a mythical relic as well, although I doubt we will. Guys, relics are so strange because you get like these random numbers of materials. Let's start out actually with my rare craft of relic. Let's see, get a legendary. A Tempest Sanguinius. Whereas turn meter reduction effects are boosted by 15%. It's not a bad one. It's not a great one either. I think it's kind of middle of the road. We did a collab with Drock. Drock doesn't like it very much. I think it's all right. I think it's all right. Now, let's see what we can get with the Void Shards. Oh, by the way, one champion who's great in a Tempest Sanguinius is going to be Lady Kimi. So Lady Kimi, A1 has turn meter reduction, A2 has turn meter reduction, A3 has the potential for turn meter reduction and because of her passive, which has turn meter reduction. So she could reduce turn meter on every single one of her skills. So a Tempest Sanguinius is super solid on Lady Kimi. It's also super solid on Countess Lix because she has a 75 books to 100% chance of decreasing the enemy's turn meter by 10% on an AoE. So 30% turn meter drop on an AoE boosted by Tempest Sanguinius. Quite good. So yeah, I think Tempest is very good. Let's do our Void Shards. See what we can get here. Remember, save your stuff for Champion Chase. You've got a rare. It's just a car, something like that. A1. Attacks one enemy, increases the champion's defense by 3% up to 10 times in one round. Not bad. With a provoke. This guy is a fusion for the champion Relic Keeper. So if you haven't fused your Relic Keeper, or if you'd like to fuse more Relic Keepers, this guy's not bad for that. But he's food. He's just food. He's nothing super important. We got another rare. All right. It's the Ashwalker. I don't think he's very good at all. Speeded him in all battles by 12%. Good early on if you have no one else. Sorry, Ash. They did you dirty, my guy. All right, here we go. Legendary. No, that's a rare. Oh, it's a good rare, though. So I like this guy. I've done content on him before. Chop, chop, chop attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit heals the champion by 3% of their max HP. Attacks all enemies 2 times with a 50 boost to 75% chance of placing a small version of decreased attack, and then has a shield equal to 20% of his max HP on all allies. That's super solid. Not only is he giving you an AoE, but he's also giving everybody a shield. He's nice and tanky for a rare, which is great, and he has a small version of decreased attack. Then he's got Strengthen, small version of Strengthen, which I'm not a fan of the small version of Strengthen. On all allies for 2 turns, it is a Strengthen, though. It then has a Provoke on an enemy for 1 turn on a 4-turn cooldown. For a rare, he's going to keep himself nice and healed up, put him in some counterattack gear, put him in Giant Slayer, right? Because he's got double hit and triple hit. I think he's really solid champ. All right, let's pull our last shard here, see what we've got. Legendary. No, oh man, not even an epic today. Glen Sage Kithril. He was the last fusion champ. Attacks one enemy with a small version of decreased accuracy. Attacks all enemies with a chance of placing a big version of heal reduction. Places block debuffs on all allies for 1 turn, and then he has a turn meter fill. Honestly, that skill isn't bad at all. For a Void Rare, I mean, he's pretty solid. But now we've got food. We've got a bunch of food to train up. Like, I don't even know who to train up next. That's how bad shards have been to me recently. I'm actually thinking of training up Lord Champfort to use an Iron Twins because of this passive. Another one that I could do is Countess Lix. I think she seems so cool. She's got Lockout. She's got decreased cooldown. She's got turn meter fill, A1 weaken, and then fills the champion's turn meter by 5% each time an ally receives a debuff. Honestly, seems like a super cool champion. I'd love to do a showcase on her, but I don't have the books right now to make her work. Yeah, I have 1 book. That's not going to do anything for a showcase, so unfortunately, we're going to have to wait on her. Guys, let me know. I've got a lot of champions. I've done showcases on a lot of them. I haven't done showcases on a lot of them. Let me know which you guys would like for me to do. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully your relic and shard pulls went a lot better than mine did. I've been Felra, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends, and I'll see you in another video.